Act 1, Scene 2, Part 9, starting from line number 528. Prospero. To Ferdinand, follow me. Speak not you for him, he is a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh brook mussels, withered roots and husk, wherein the acorn cradled. Follow. So here Prospero first of all speaks to Ferdinand and addresses him to follow him. Okay, and then he is talking to Miranda and he says that, "Oh Miranda, do not show any kind of support or favor for this man, that is Ferdinand, because I take him as a traitor. He has come here on my island as a spy. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together." So from here onwards, he is once again talking to Ferdinand and he says, "Come along with me and I'm going to manacle." Manacle means chain your neck and feet together. You will be kept as a captive out here, and while you are kept as a prisoner here, I will be giving you sea water to drink. Your food shall be the fresh water fish, that is the mussels, that is a kind of a fish. Then withered roots, that is means dry roots which are not having much nutrition in it, and husk wherein the acorn cradles. Now acorn here is the fruit of an oak tree. So he says that husk with the acorn inside will be given to you to eat. So come on, follow me. Ferdinand, no, I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power. So here Ferdinand says, no, I am not going to follow you and I am not going to entertain the treatment you are about to give it to me, and I am going to fight you back until and unless you prove that you are more powerful than me. Draws and is charmed from moving, and with this intention of fighting back, he draws out his sword, and all of a sudden he is spellbound, or a charm or a magical spell is cast upon him. Keep it in mind, it is being done by Prospero. Miranda. "Oh dear father, make not too rash a trial of him, for he is gentle and not fearful." Miranda is trying to support Ferdinand, and she is requesting her father that the father should be a little bit sympathetic towards Ferdinand, and she says that make not too rash a trial of him. So she says that, "Oh father, do not be hasty in coming to such conclusions. He is seeming to be gentle, and it is that this fellow is almost harmless. No kind of fear is there with this fellow." Prospero. "What I say, my foot, my tutor. Put thy sword up, traitor, who makest a show, but darest not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. Come from thy ward, for I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop." So Prospero says, "What I say, my foot, my tutor." So he is scolding to this Miranda, and he says that, "Do not try to teach me. Do not try to be my tutor. Do not try to teach me." Then he talks to Ferdinand and he says, "Come on, Ferdinand, just put your sword back to your scabbard, and you are for me a traitor who just wants to show off that you are very daring, very brave, and are ready to fight with me, although within you your conscience is full of guilt." Keep it in mind why he is saying so, because he has treated him as a traitor, and he says that you very well know that whatever I say is truth about you, and you are full of guilt, and just because of this guilt you are going to be unable to fight back with me. So do not show off this attitude of defense. Come from thy warders. Do not try to show off that you are very, very defensive, for I can easily disarm you, make you without a weapon with this magical wand of mine, and your sword is going to fall in front of me. Miranda. "Beseech you, father." Again she requests her father not to be so harsh. So she says, "Oh father, I request you, do not be so." Prospero. "Hence hang not on my garments." So Prospero once again scolds Miranda and says, "Do not hang on my garments," requesting or showing favor towards this man. Miranda. I'll be his surety. Miranda once again says, "Oh father, have pity upon this man, and I am going to take surety or guarantee about this man, that is Ferdinand." Prospero, "Silence, one word more shall make me chide thee, if not hate thee. What an advocate for an impostor! Hush! Thou thinkest there is no more such shapes as he, having seen but him and Caliban. Foolish wench! To the most of men this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels." So here Prospero once again turning towards Miranda and says, "Silence, girl, do not try to favor this fellow, and if you're going to show more of your favorism towards this fellow, I will be forced to scold you, and although I am not going to hate you, why? Because you are my daughter, but surely I can scold you for misbehaving right in front of me. This fellow whom you are supporting, whom you are showing your favorism, keep it in mind, he is an impostor. Impostor is standing for a pretender. So please keep quiet. Do not try to favor this man. Thou thinkest there is no more such shapes as he. Oh Miranda, you think that there is no better shape than him. Just you have met Caliban and this fellow, and you have come to the conclusion that this Ferdinand is the most handsome man present out here in this whole world. But keep it in mind, comparing him with the others, he is no less than Caliban. Okay, and they to him are angels. So keep it in mind, if you move or step out of this island and meet the other people around, in front of them this person is nothing. Okay, so the other men outside whom you have never met, or if ever you get a chance to move out, step out of this island and meet the other people, you will find that he is not worth it. Miranda, my affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man. Miranda says that my affections, my emotions, my feelings are the most modest, and I have no desire to meet any other goodlier man, is any other handsome man. So my affections, my emotions are shared with only Ferdinand. Prospero, to Ferdinand, come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them. So he again scolds Ferdinand and he says, come on, you have to obey me, and your physical and mental power is now under my control, and have no vigor in them means it seems that you have become strengthless or energyless. Ferdinand, so they are. My spirits as in a dream are all bound up. My fathers lost the weakness which I feel, the wreck of all my friends, nor this man's threat to whom I am subdued are but light to me. Might I but through my prison once a day behold this maid, all corners else over the earth let liberty make use of. Space enough have I in such a prison. Ferdinand answering Prospero says that yes, you have taken control over me. My physical and mental power is in your hands, and I feel that all my energy is lost as if it happens in a dream. Although I feel that whatever treatment you are giving me, it is very, very light, and it is nothing in comparison to what recently I have undergone. Now what he has recently undergone, it is the loss of his father, the loss of all his friends, the crew members whom he had lost in the recent tempest. So he says that I have lost everything, totally lost everything, and so if I happen to compare your treatment with whatever I have undergone recently, it is really very, very light. Ferdinand further requests Prospero that he is ready to stay there as a prisoner to him, and he just wants to get a glimpse of the maid. Here, keep it in mind, who is the maid? Miranda. He has already fallen in love with Miranda, and that is the reason he requests Prospero that he is not minding to stay as a captive under him, but he is wanting to see or get a glimpse of that beautiful lady once in a day. He does not desire to be a free man. Let the whole world, that is all the corners of the earth, enjoy its freedom, and he is going to be happy in that limited space which has been given to him as the prisoner out there by Prospero. And only thing is what he is desiring of is to get a glimpse of that beautiful maid, that is Miranda. Prospero, aside, it works. Now Prospero is very happy. The effect, the impact of love which has taken control over Ferdinand, that he is not wanting to stay even a little bit away from Miranda. So he is very happy to see the outcome of it, and that is the reason he says, look, my magic is working. Then to Ferdinand, come on, thou hast done well, fine Ariel. To Ferdinand, follow me. To Ariel, hark what thou else shalt do me. So finally, Ferdinand, come on, come along with me. And then he praises Ariel and he says that, oh Ariel, you have done very well. And then Ariel says to this Prospero, now listen, what else shall I do for you? Miranda, be of comfort, my father's of a better nature, sir, than he appears by speech. This is unwonted, which now came from him. So Miranda is trying to console and comfort Ferdinand, and she says, dear Ferdinand, do not worry. This is not the nature of my father, and just now he is behaving in a very strange manner. And do not worry about it. It is really unusual to see related to his nature. Prospero, to Ariel, thou shalt be as free as mountain winds, but then exactly do all points of my command. So here once again he is directing his speech to Ariel, and he says that very soon, as you are performing well, dear Ariel, very soon I am going to make you free as the mountain winds. That is a comparison out here. Means keep it in mind how the mountain winds happen to blow, and the breeze blows freely. So here he compares it, and he says that if you keep on working exactly to the point as I have instructed you, make sure that you will be very soon free. Ariel, to the syllable, he says, yes master, exactly as you are going to give me the instructions, I am going to follow it. Prospero, come follow, speak not for him. So Prospero here is speaking to Miranda, and he says to her that come on, follow me, and do not show any kind of favor for this man. Exit.